Hey, welcome to Midwest Thin Blue Line Fishing. This is a debut video in a best practices tip segment we're starting. So this is really geared toward a new angler getting into tournament fishing, not us veteran seasoned anglers, but there may be something or two that even a veteran seasoned tournament angler can pick up out of here. I hope you do. First thing I want to go over is we're conservationists. As conservationists, the health of the fish means everything to us for several reasons. One, we want to be able to catch that fish and release it back into the water in the healthy state that we caught it in. That way it can be caught again. Number two, as tournament anglers are having to transport fish back to a weigh-in, we need to make sure we maintain the health of that fish while they're in our live well system. Because when we get to that weigh-in, if there's any dead fish, as all of us veteran tournament anglers know, then there is going to be weight deducted off of your total pounds per dead fish, and we don't want that happening. So let's go over a few things. Have to bear with me. I'm without my cameraman today. Something come up with him, but I'm going to try to do the best I can because I'm already a week late getting this video to y'all that I promised you last weekend. First, we're going to start out with how I run my live well system. And the way I run my live well system, I start the day with it full. If you fish a tournament circuit that does check your live wells, as soon as that is over with and I get into the water, I'm filling up my live well. And here's the reason why. If I start that day in a mindset of I'll fill it up if I need the live well, then I'm already defeated in my mindset by thinking if I need it, I'll fill it up then. Change that mindset. As G-Man says, PMA, positive mental attitude. Get it set in your mind, not if I need that live well, but when I need that live well, it'll already be full. That's how we need to stay, is in that mindset of when we need it, not if we need it, because we're going to catch fish. Let me show you how I run my live well setup. So what I'll do, you'll see here, there's three places. I have auto, empty, and recirc. So what I'll do when I first get in the water, I'll turn this valve to auto. Then I'll come up here to my switches and I'll turn the live well switch to manual. And I will let that fill up until it gets past the overflow hole. And the reason I say after the overflow hole, I'll explain that in a minute. But let's look down here and we'll see what I mean by the overflow hole. There's an overflow hole right here at the top of the live well system. I have a plug that I will plug that overflow hole with. And the reason I do that is the way I run my live well system, once I get that water full up to that overflow hole or just above it, then what I'm going to do is come back over here and I'm going to turn this from auto to recirc. Then I'm coming back up here and I'm turning my switch to the automatic position, and I'll adjust my timer here to how often I want that live well recirc pump to kick on and off. By doing this, I'm not pulling any more water in from the lake. I want to just recirc the water that I've already got in my live well system throughout the day. As soon as I catch the first fish, I'll grab a culling tag here and put on that fish and get ready to put him in the water. Something that I, even a 38-year veteran angler, picked up on this year. Some of these new culling systems that have a clamp, when you put the fish in, it's going to turn upside down, belly up, just because of the clamp on the fish. That's not good for the fish throughout the day. But there's a product, and I will show you that, called Flip Clip. And you can go to flipclipfishing.com and check these out. I think they're like $4 and some change, if I remember correctly, for a pack of 3. And I'll tag his website in the video at the bottom also. But great thing, because like I said, some of these new culling systems will have the fish floating belly up. With the fish clip, after you put your culling system on the lower jaw of the fish, this will open up, and on the underside of the fish, on the rear fin, clip this weight. And with this weight on that fish, it will keep that fish perpendicular. with them back up all day long, which is what we want. We want that back up, belly down on the fish all day long. Very quick. Clamp this to the lower jaw, put this on the bottom rear fin, and you're done. Put that fish in the live well. As soon as you put that fish in the live well, and I can't stress this enough, get you a bottle of G-Juice. Half an ounce is all it takes to treat an entire live well system. This keeps additives and all in the water, helps keep the slime on the fish. And like I said, it's key for us to keep those fish alive during a tournament. So invest in you a bottle of G-Juice if you haven't done that already. So you put your G-Juice in, you got your fish in, now your pump's circulating all day, recirculating. The reason I plugged the hole, overflow hole, every time we hammer down on our boat and it's coming up out of water to get on pad, when that boat comes up out of the water, your water in your live well system is all rushing to the back of the live well. When it rushes to the back of that live well, it's hitting this overflow hole if it's not plugged, and you're losing water. Running the live well and recirc all day long, you need to maintain the water level you have in here. That's why I plugged that overflow hole. Great thing to do. Another thing with live well systems, during the summer, it'll get real hot. A tip that I do, your water bottles, after you get through drinking several bottles of water over time at home, keep them. Run water in from the faucet, fill them up, put them in the freezer. In the hot months, I'll put 4, 5, 6 of those bottles in my cooler. As the day heats up, we want this water in the live well to remain cool. We don't want it to get hot, especially in these 100-something degree days. Take those frozen bottles of water and put in a bottle at a time and let them slowly defrost in the live well. That'll help cool that water down. And you have 5, 6 of them throughout the day that'll help keep your water temperature regulated. Another tip, if you travel across large bodies of water like we do in some of our tournaments that we fish, the pool noodles, and I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the round pool noodles that people float on in the swimming pool. Some cat fishermen use them to tie set hooks too. Get you some of the pool noodles and cut them to the width of your live well and stick them in your live well across the top of the water. It operates as a baffle system. So when you're hitting those 1, 2 foot swells or bigger going across a large open body and there's a rough ride going back, those pool noodles are going to act as a baffle to keep those fish from just bouncing around and the water moving back and forth fast and taking a chance of damaging those fish, hurting the fish, slamming into each other against the side of the live well. It's very lightweight. It's not going to slow your boat down. Get you a pool noodle and cut it up and put it on both sides of your live well if you have those rough conditions on rides back to the boat ramp to the weigh-in. Hey, hope you picked up on a few things out of here. A couple of things that if you use a culling system, kind of like I do, I'm big on using the tag system here. It's very convenient. It's already in my live well. This is a product by Ashmore Marine Products, AMP. You can get that. It makes it real handy to put your culling system on. And like I said, the flip clip, I'll post this. And don't forget, G-Juice, very important in maintaining the health of those fish. Hope you picked up on a few things here, even tournament, season tournament anglers. Hope there was something you picked up on. Like I said, I just picked up on the fish clip. I'm glad I did. Geared more toward the entry-level guys getting into tournament fishing. I know this is big. Hopefully y'all picked up on some things here. This will be posted on our YouTube, Instagram page, and Facebook page under Midwest Thin Blue Line Fishing. If you're not following us, click the follow button, share with your friends, and let's help grow this. Like I said, this is just a start of many video series to come. There's also going to be pre-fishing videos and also videos from tournaments that we're fishing. I fish 2 different tournament circuits a month, plus pre-fishing, so I'm on the lake every weekend. So look forward to those videos to come as well. Also, if you have any questions, PM us, Facebook, Instagram, or you can email us at midwestthinbluelinefishing@gmail.com. We'll answer your questions and hopefully help you make a better tournament angler or just a better weekend angler. Hey, go out and enjoy the water. Take a young person fishing with you. It's all about our next generation of anglers coming up. I'm a boat captain on a youth tournament division and love it because it's helping those guys come up the ranks. That's going to be our next generation of anglers that we may see on TV also. Hey, have a great weekend. Until next time, Midwest Thin Blue Line Fishing, tight lines.